The fourth edition of Rwanda's governance scorecard was released earlier this week with accountability and security ranking the highest. The scorecard, which is an independent national index, is designed to measure and evaluate state of governance right here in Rwanda. We caught up with Professor Anastasia Shaka, who's the CEO of the Rwanda Governance Board, for more on this year's rankings. Take a look. In 2006, imihigo, or performance contracts, were introduced to ensure checks and balances on governance, both on the micro and macro level. 10 years later, we observe performance of this approach.
Out of 8 indicators we've measured, 3 have scored excellently above 80, and 5 others are in between 70 and 80. So they are doing well. And since we have started measuring, we have seen improvements, and we have seen sectors that have been keen at looking at where they lag behind have made more efforts for change. So this measurement is not only a matter of profiling sectors, but also is an incentive for those sectors to change if necessary, and for others to strive not going back and not accusing some deficits if they are performing well. Let first put it clear. So RGB has a number of tools that we use. The Rwanda Governance Scorecard is the overall instrument that is informed by various other tools, and it is not based only on satisfaction surveys. Whereas the Citizen Report Card, which is also a product of RGB, looks specifically and exclusively at citizen perceptions and satisfaction levels on different sectors. And since we have started using this citizen report, and especially when citizen report card has started to be integrated within the imihigo framework, the performance contract framework, you see it has constituted a strength, an impetus for change and for positive change. So citizen report card is very, very important. It reflects demand of the citizens. It reflects the attitude of citizens. And now we observe that citizens are much more aware of their roles and responsibilities and their rights. So we see if something is happening, not in their, is meeting their aspirations, we see their demand going up, and we see their negative scoring of different sectors immediately when something happens.
31st January saw the launch of the Rwanda Governance Scorecard of 2016, which accommodated results on performance of universally recognized indicators of governance. The scorecard registered record highs on safety and security of up to 92.62% and lows in national capital and export promotion down to 53.05%. Professor Anastasia Shaka, CEO of the Rwanda Governance Board, broke this down.
imihigo is a homegrown solution for this country, which was created over 10 years ago, and the purpose was to catalyze and drive rapid transformation, especially economic transformation. It is working. So it has been for many years a business of the government to government, but of recent, I think 2 years ago, we have recommended that actually we revisit the imihigo in one of previous editions of Governance Scorecard, so that we think of a second generation that will be much more appropriate and fit the current context. And the current context is that development is not a business of the government. There is the people which are represented by local entities, but also there is the private sector. So it's good that we have seen that second generation of imihigo coming up. It has been strategized, and actually it has been started to be implemented. And the private sector now have got their own commitment in their own ways, what they're up to do, so that their contribution to national growth goes up rapidly. When you talk about the export, national capital and export promotion and the sub-indicator performing poorly, it's true. So the scoring of it is not satisfactory to us. So we consider our exports are very much higher compared to our imports, are very much higher compared to our export. This is a situation which can't continue. The idea behind it, and what we have recommended in our governance scorecard, is that there is a need to put up mechanisms for innovative approaches to make sure that our export capabilities are increased, and our import, maybe substitution capabilities also are looked at. I know there is this made in Rwanda, which is revamping completely that domestic production capacities, but I think we need to do more. And that is the foundation of our economic development. We need to do more. Rwanda is a developing country. We still have a big portion of our population lagging below the poverty line. I think that it is in line of that transformation we are looking at. We are aspiring to reach the middle income status. So all that requires the country, the government, to think out of the box and to foresight future challenges and look at potential capabilities, our potential, and put them together to generate the outcome we want.